welcome to Randall's Log, video 19, and I'm Randall Armstrong. Today's date is Thursday, January 19th, 2017. How did the day go? It actually kind of started off a little rough. I was making one of these videos. I was making video 18 last night, technically in the morning, and it took long because I'm trying something new using Twitch, and had to upload the video, had to transfer to the camera rollover so I could use that and move it to iMovie Maker and edit the video. Backing up my data from my iPod to my PC takes forever now. It takes anywhere between 10 to 30 minutes for it to back up. And then once it's backed up, then it syncs and it moves over the videos and pictures and stuff like that. So anyways, didn't get much sleep. And then on top of that, I wake up with a stomach ache. Wasn't feeling good at all. Thankfully, over the past couple of years, since I've had some, I don't want to say stomach issues, but stomach pains, going on Google and learning how to find ways to calm the stomach and, make yourself feel better and stuff like that. So one of the things I learned was drink warm water. If you have an upset stomach, warm water through the digestive system kind of like calms things down, which works. It's every time I've done it, it's worked, and it must have been from the food. I hope it wasn't because of Applebee's. Even if it was, I'm not gonna stop going to Applebee's. I just can't. I'm addicted to the wonton tacos. So yeah, it started off a little rough. Woke up and called the Jackson Hewitt office to set up, to find out if I was going to come in today and fill out paperwork. Find out if I was going to start working with them and stuff like that. And awesome news. Surprisingly, okay, so I call and to speak with Yvonne. Yvonne was going to do all the paperwork and basically, set everything up for me and talk to me. And she wasn't in the office when I had called. They said that she'd be coming into the office around like 12:30. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And the guy on the phone, who I later met, which nice guy, great guy, Tom, he basically said, yeah, we can set it up. We can set up a time. That way, when she comes in, she knows what time you're coming in, and then we can push everything forward. So I'm like, that's awesome. Since she's not coming in you said till like 12 or 12:30, why don't we set it up to where I come in at 1, and of course I got there way earlier than expected. Like I left the house just a little bit before 12, got there like at 12:30. So I kind of just hung out in the Sears parking lot for like 10-15 minutes. So it was about 12:45. I go in, and then I kind of just sit and wait, and everything was very laid back and relaxed, which was nice. But I wasn't aware or sure how things were going. I was like, is this a done deal? Is it guaranteed I'm gonna get a job, or is this an interview? I wasn't 100% sure what the whole situation was. But yeah, I filled out the paperwork, and then immediately they were like, okay, here's your name tag. So I'm like, okay, I'm hired. And then they went over and explained to me what I'd be doing, helping them out. Essentially, people are going to come in, make sure that they're signing in, answer the phone calls, set up appointments, and promote the American Express refund advance card, which I'm learning. Yeah, I wrote some stuff down. And the nice thing too is they're telling me listen, don't worry. Sometimes it's a lot of stuff to learn. The more you do it, the more you learn. They were very cool. Yvonne was great. Tom was great. Kadisha was great. Everyone was so nice, and very supportive. And yeah, I get paid for today. That's how guaranteed it was. I filled out the direct deposit information, which was great. And the whole time I'm just sitting there waiting to see like what happens. And then and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, you can stay here later today, right? You can stay till 5. And then like they go over some of the stuff with me, and so I was like, sure, sure. I wasn't even prepared to stay till 5. I had the mindset of going in, filling out paperwork, go over a few stuff, and then be like, okay, cool. And so my first real official day is Monday. But the cool thing though is because they kept me around, and they were talking to me about work stuff and showing me the computers and all that stuff. Like, I got paid for my time today. So I don't know how many hours that they're going to pay me today, but I came in for the interview, or to sign the paperwork at 1. So I might get paid today from 1 to 5, so 4 hours. So it was an easy 4 hours. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to where this leads because I really want to learn taxes. Um, in all honesty, this is going to be a super short video because there wasn't like a whole lot that happened today. I mean, essentially, it was just stomach pain, went back to sleep, got ready, got dressed, made a phone call, drove out there, filled out paperwork, learned stuff at Jackson Hewitt, and I guess for me, I like to think of it as celebrating. I go to, I order out, I get food, and so I stopped by Chipotle. And I was like, I don't have Chipotle all the time, you know. I feel like I have Chipotle on like special occasions, and I was like, well, this is official. I've got a job, so sweet. I'm gonna celebrate and go to Chipotle. So I went there and got I always get the steak burrito. And I always get like um, sour cream and cheese and no beans. I'm not crazy about beans, but so yeah, I get that. I come home. Um, Normally I like to get the chips and salsa, but I was like, screw it. I got Cheez-Its at home. Cheez-Its and Chipotle burrito, and I had just caught it on time because I hadn't seen it in a while. Minority Report was playing, so every time it plays, I always happen to catch like Minority Report like from the middle to the end. This is the first time in a while, in a long time, since I've caught it in the beginning. So I just watched it like from the beginning to the middle. Nice, and I was, after I got done eating, I'm kind of just laying in bed, relaxing, and just watching the movie, and I dozed off since I didn't get too much sleep last night, so I got a nap. So I'm actually kind of wide awake, but the goal is to make sure I get this video up because I still continue to plan to do all these videos depending on how work goes and how I feel, how much sleep I'm getting, and like on the days that I'm working, I think those will be probably the shortest videos, and on the days that I'm not working, it'll be filled with all kinds of other things that I'm doing on my days off, on my free time. I do feel like I feel like I'm a little sick, so I'm gonna make sure I take some Robitussin, and plenty of water, sleep. That's the goal. Do all of that, and but tomorrow it's just gonna be an easy day. I'm just gonna relax. The city of Tampa is supposed to stop by, so I gotta make sure I'm home all day. Make sure that we don't miss that meeting, that appointment. But for the most part, I'm probably just gonna watch TV most of the day. I might jump on Twitch. I might do another video game video. Twitch video. I might do that tomorrow. It depends on how I feel. Yeah. So all in all, today was a good day. I mean, like, it's just good to have a job again. I don't need a lot of money. I just want to make sure I start making enough money that one, I can pay my bill or bills, whatever you call it. I mean, I just have a cell phone bill. I do want to contribute money and get some money to my mom, and then of course at the same time I still want to save a little bit of money. I was looking on my cell phone, going through eBay. What I've wanted to do for a while now is I've wanted to purchase a CBCS graded book. I was not allowed to do that when I worked for CBCS. It's part of the company policy. So another way to celebrate would be to purchase an item that I've wanted to get. And I'm thinking about just getting like a random Superman book. I saw a Superman, an Action Comics book, first appearance of Vixen, for like $60. Free shipping, CBCS graded. I'm like, that sounds like a really good deal. So I'm tempted. I might just buy that tomorrow. But yeah, just because I mean, as a collector and as a comic book fan, I was never big into graded books before. But after working at CBCS and talking with other people who grade, it's a great fun side of the hobby. It can get pricey, it can get expensive. But if you have the money and you like the hobby, it's like any other hobby, like buying video games and whatnot. It's like, why not invest? Why not buy? Like, if you buy regular comic books, you're basically just buying like graded comic books, which is slightly more expensive than a regular comic book, and just building your collection. So I think I might do that. Um, Not to mention, if I do end up getting to do more CBCS conventions, I will bring my CBCS graded books with me, just to show off to new customers. Because one of the things I learned when I was at Paradise City Comic Con, we had no CBCS graded books to show the slab. I'm old school sales. I'm the type of person, you take a product and you put it in somebody's hands, and then you explain to them, like, this is what we do. This is what we offer. This is what CBCS offers. I get so used to saying we, even though I'm not employed with CBCS anymore. Um, I don't know why I threw the quotation marks. I'm not. I'm not employed with CBCS. I just threw that. I did that. I'm starting to throw up quotation marks way more than I should be. I think it's becoming a bad habit. Good for when it's properly used. Bad when it's not properly used. But yeah. I mean, I still support them. I still love CBCS and Steve Borak and Steve Ricketts and West. All the other people over there. I still miss them. Um, I don't really hear from them very often, but that's what happens, like when you're no longer in the company, because they have their personal lives. So it's like, they're doing their personal lives, and, and there's their work lives. I'm no longer part of their work lives, and I'm not really part of their personal lives. So it makes sense if I don't hear from them, and vice versa. They don't hear from me, because that's just the way things are. But that's the nice thing about Facebook and social media, is that every once in a while, if I do feel like hearing from them and I haven't heard from them, I'll just be like, hey, how's it going? Just get on there on the cell phone or iPod or PC, whatever. But yeah, that's about it for today. Thanks for watching. Um, it'll be good to have money again on a regular basis. And then if it evolves, if it grows, and I know once tax season dies down, I'm sure like the hours will get cut, which is understandable. Um, but that's okay though. I mean, to be honest, I'm there to learn, get the experience, and it's just good to have money from now until I receive until my tax returns get done. Because I have a good chunk of money for my tax returns. I have at least 3 big tax returns coming from previous jobs, that should be coming in, and so when that comes in, that's enough money to get me by, uh, on top of the current money that I'll be making from this current job. So that works out perfect. Um, and then if I want to later on, I can still do the bartending school and become a bartender. And in between now and you know end of tax season, I still need to work out. I still need to get in shape. It probably helps to physically look good if you're going to be a bartender, right? I hope to make enough money so I can get new glasses. That's one of the biggest things that I've wanted to do, for a while now. It's like I need to get it. I haven't had an eye exam in a long time, in years, and so get the eye exam, get the new glasses. The new pair of glasses that I want to get, I think, are like $300, but they're like wooden frame glasses. They look really nice, and you can have like custom made ones, like designs on them. So I'm considering that. I might just go plain. I might just go with a plain black wooden frames, um, for now, and then later on get like different colored wooden frames. I'd love to get like a green frames and blue frames. I think that'd be really cool. And then of course eventually I'd like to get a pair of frames that's tinted, like shades. That would be nice, because sometimes when I'm driving during the day, the sun is like right in my eyes, and I'm just like, driving's a pain in the ass. So, anyways, let me go ahead and shut it off here. And hopefully, I'll have something more fun to talk about tomorrow. I mean, I plan to watch a bunch of television tomorrow, so I'll mention some TV shows that I'm watching. I might even do Randall Talks TV tomorrow, depending on how I feel. So, thanks for watching, and stay tuned tomorrow. Thanks. Bye. Thanks for watching.